What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the Freaking 10, back again with another Sabaton on this Wednesday, and this one is Uprising. This one I saw it had a official music video, so I was like, cool, let's add it to the list. As you saw on Monday, I did Stalingrad, and I did the history yesterday, so now moving to Uprising, and then of course I'll do the history tomorrow. I'm very curious to see what they're talking about. Is it an uprising against someone? Is it an uprising, or is it like rise of power? What is it? So with that being said, there's only one thing left to do. Let's switch it up. Let's check it out. I like that little.
The Nazis was the rule on Poland, 1939, and the Allies turned away. From the underground rose a hope of freedom as a whisper. Sits in despair, but they never lost their faith. Women, men, and children fight, they would die in side by side. And the blood they shed upon the streets was a sacrifice willingly paid. Warsaw, sitting at war, voices from underground, whispers of freedom. 1944, help that never came. Calling Warsaw, sitting at war, voices from underground, whispers of freedom. Rise up and hear the call, history calling to you.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm making the assumption, and y'all know me in assumptions, what happens. But it really sounds it's truly the rise of the Polish underground rising up against the Nazis. And as it says, the Nazi forced their rule on Poland, 1939, the Allies turned away. And then, people rising up. So that's what I don't know the history of this at all. So actually this is definitely one. And I told you I was going to make a button.
And it was about that time that JTMM knew he wanted to see the history.
That was a little help from Morgan Freeman. Okay, it wasn't really Morgan Freeman. But it instantly wants me to understand the history, because with this, it's not talked about over here. And I know that's just kind of it's almost a running joke of what I say on every video. But it's so true, because, yes, did I know that Germany and Poland, had this battle? Yes. And I shouldn't say battle, was more, did I know about the takeover, however you want to phrase it? In general, yes. In depth, no, right? They focused mainly on the war itself and, from a bigger picture. So yeah, I definitely want to know what this is about. Now, do you remember when the Nazis forced their rule on Poland, 1939, and the Allies turned away? From the underground rose a hope of freedom as a whisper. City in despair, but they never lost their faith. Again, you can tell the older songs by the rhyme scheme or lack thereof. Some of this you could with away and faith based on pronunciation. But again, it's not something that they were doing from a lot of their songs that I saw. It was let's tell a story, which they always do masterfully. Women, men, and children fight. They were dying side by side, and the blood they shed upon the streets was a sacrifice willingly paid. Warsaw, city at war, voices from the underground, whispers of freedom. 1944, help that never came. calling Warsaw City at war. Voices from the underground, whispers of freedom. Rise up and hear the call. History calling to you. And I didn't listen to it close enough to understand. But then he shouts out, I'm assuming is Warsaw, and then I'm not sure what the WALCZ stands for. You know what? Subtitles would most likely just be in English. It wouldn't tell me. So that last phrase, when it says history calling to you, let me know in the comment section what that actually means. Because obviously it will add just that much more too. Let's keep going. Music wise, love it. It's the usual Sabaton hit. Love it, yeah.
In accordance with the old traditions. 1944, still the Allies turned away, fighting street to street in a time of hope and desperation. Did it on their own, and they never lost their faith. Women, men, and children fight, they were dying side by side, and the blood they shed upon the streets was a sacrifice willingly paid. Warsaw, city at war, voices from underground, whispers of freedom. 1944, help that never came. Calling Warsaw, city at war, voices from underground, whispers of freedom. Rise up and hear the call. History calling to you. Warszawa was.
Warszawa was. Warszawa was. I know I'm butchering that. I'm gonna let it go through the credits here. I like everybody, because that's a fairly in detail. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop it there. Now, bear with me for a second, and I usually wait for y'all to tell me this, but let me see. Warsaw Fight. Okay. So it is Warsaw. I assumed it was Warsaw just based on the spelling, but Warsaw Fight.
Warszawo, walcz.
Warszawa Waltz. Okay. I probably butchered it still, even though I listened to it, but I made an attempt there. You know, again, their music just draws you in. I'm sitting here, I'm like, it's such a dark topic, but again, they turn it into a beautiful masterpiece, right? And even tell stories of their, what looked like two lovers that looked like they were both killed, but yet meeting together again. or he was hallucinating, one of the two. I'm not quite sure, since they then showed her dead. So it seems like there was some sort of uprising of an underground army to fight against the Germans, after the Allies didn't help them out with that, and I guess because the Allies were focused elsewhere. So I'm interested to see the history behind this tomorrow, more in detail, which I'm sure they do a fantastic job of. So yeah, let's see where it goes. Let me switch it back up and give you my final thoughts here. With each one of these, and I make the joke about, it's time, I want to see the history. And I do that to kind of bring some lightheartedness to it, to some of these topics that are just downright damn depressing, right? And I don't mean that in the sense that I don't want to cover them and I do that to joke. It's more of, man, this stuff went on so many years ago, and you could take a look at things that are happening in the world today that you see just subconsciously, that I think about, of crap that's repeating, and yet nobody tries to stop it in the big sense because everybody's afraid to step on other people's toes, and so shit happens, and it irritates the hell out of me. So I do, I created that one, with the kind of the reference to the Shawshank Redemption, with Morgan Freeman saying that, just to try to lighten things up and just get people to smile on a little bit of a dark subject like this. Overall, again, I mean, it's hard hitting. The music is right on. The lyrics are right on. They tell a great story. So now it's understanding what that bigger picture is, and learn more history. So with that being said, I won't do all the stuff. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Y'all always do such an amazing job with that. Y'all know who I am, what I'm about. I'm just 10 more minutes, aka JTMM. I'm out.